The understanding of Shih Tzu intelligence has significantly advanced over the past 2 decades. Tail wagging, expressive looks, and ear positions reveal a wealth of information about a Shih Tzu's intentions and emotional states. The way Shih Tzus develop behaviors similar to humans has been extensively studied. Research shows that Shih Tzus possess the same brain structures that produce emotions in humans, and there are several ways they demonstrate love and affection. Today, we're exploring 10 scientifically proven ways your Shih Tzu shows love for you. Number 1. Your Shih Tzu yawns with you. Shih Tzus yawn for various reasons, typically to relieve stress, such as during vet visits, or to contain excitement when you grab the leash for a walk. However, if your Shih Tzu yawns when you do, it's a form of social bonding. Researchers from the University of Tokyo have shown that, like humans, Shih Tzus yawn contagiously, but they are more sensitive to the yawns of their owners than to those of strangers. Since contagious yawning in humans is linked to empathy, some scientists believe the same might occur in Shih Tzus. While researchers are still working to explain this connection, you can try a simple test to see if your Shih Tzu truly loves you. Just yawn and see if your Shih Tzu yawns too. Let me know your results in the comments. Number 2. Your Shih Tzu looks directly into your eyes. Shih Tzus cannot communicate verbally with humans, so they use various non-verbal ways to express themselves. One way Shih Tzus show their love is by looking directly into your eyes. According to research published in the journal Science, Shih Tzus form strong emotional bonds with humans by gazing into our eyes, similar to how humans develop emotions by looking into each other's eyes. This non-verbal form of communication increases the levels of a social hormone called oxytocin in both Shih Tzus and their owners. Shih Tzus also look into your eyes to show devotion and anticipate your next move, so they can be by your side when it happens. But remember, never stare down a strange Shih Tzu. As for Shih Tzus, a stranger staring, whether human or another animal, can signal a threat. Number 3. Your Shih Tzu raises its eyebrows. Technically speaking, Shih Tzus don't have eyebrows like humans, but they can appear to raise their eyebrows when they lift the area just above their eyes. When they lift these eyebrows and stick their tongue out at the same time, they're trying to imitate your facial expressions in the best way they can. They don't do this with other Shih Tzus, but they do it with you. According to research published in scientific reports, Shih Tzus produce significantly more facial movements when humans are paying attention to them than when they are ignored, proving the connection they have with us. Number 4. Your Shih Tzu cuddles with you after eating. This is one of the surest ways to know that your Shih Tzu loves you. Even though you feed them every day, your Shih Tzu doesn't just see you as a food machine. They want to snuggle with you after a meal to show that they love you for more than just the daily food. Cuddling also releases endorphins that make them feel better. And let's be honest, it makes you feel better too. So, tell me in the comments, does your Shih Tzu prefer to play alone or snuggle with you after eating? Number 5. Your Shih Tzu brings their favorite toy to you. Unlike cartoon animals, Shih Tzus can't talk, so they show love in other ways, such as bringing their favorite toy to you. Shih Tzus are possessive of their bones, toys, and other chew items. So, when your Shih Tzu jumps onto your lap and brings that chewed up, worn out toy or their favorite bone, be happy. They're showing 2 types of love-driven behavior. First, they're offering you a gift. Second, they trust that you'll protect their most valuable items, just as you keep them safe. Number 6. Your Shih Tzu lets you touch their head. I've already made a video about this, and many people said their Shih Tzus like to be petted on the head. Here's the explanation. Many Shih Tzus don't like being petted on the head because they perceive it as a threat, especially if you're looming over them, as humans often do. They don't enjoy being patted on the top of the skull. It's much better if you get down to their level and scratch under their chin or at the base of their tail. But if your Shih Tzu lets you touch the top of their head, enjoys the moment, and even closes their eyes, you're someone very special to them. Remember that. Number 7. Your Shih Tzu messes with your clothes and carries your socks around the house. If your Shih Tzu sleeps on your clothes, it means they love you. Your clothes have your scent, and Shih Tzus always want to feel closer to you. Obviously, the items that carry your strongest scent are your socks and shoes, so those are the first things they'll look for. Number 8. Your Shih Tzu wags their tail when they see you. Your Shih Tzu will wag their tail to communicate with you, but that doesn't always mean they're happy. Wagging in the natural position can be a friendly greeting, but pay attention to other tail positions. If a Shih Tzu is nervous, they will wag their tail in a lower position, and if their tail is raised, they're curious or excited about something. A more rigid, slower wag could mean they're about to become aggressive. Either way, your Shih Tzu is definitely trying to tell you something when they wag their tail. This isn't always easy to understand, as tail positions vary by breed. The best thing to do in this case is to research your Shih Tzu's breed to better understand why they're wagging their tail and what it means. Number 9. Your Shih Tzu goes crazy when you're late getting home. This is the most important and certain sign that your Shih Tzu loves you. Studies have shown that the reunion between Shih Tzus and their owners has a significantly positive effect on them, increasing the level of the social hormone oxytocin and lowering the level of the stress hormone cortisol. You see, as the leader of your Shih Tzu's pack, even if you only have one Shih Tzu, they think you went out to hunt and bring food for the family. They don't really understand that you're working to make a living and that their food comes from the store. So if you're late, they might imagine that a bigger or more aggressive Shih Tzu might have overpowered you. That's why they get so excited when you come home. They're probably also wagging their tail in an upright position, as they're super excited and curious about what new treats you might be bringing, which doesn't always happen. But you can reassure them by showing you still love them, and they'll make sure to show their love for you too. After all, they've been waiting for you all day. Number 10. Your Shih Tzu follows you everywhere, even when you don't need them to. Whether you like it or not, you're the leader of your Shih Tzu's pack, and they will follow you everywhere, even when you want to be alone. If you've ever given your Shih Tzu treats, they might follow you thinking, there are always more treats with you. Or you may have unknowingly trained your Shih Tzu to be clingy since they were a puppy. This happens because clingy behavior starts when Shih Tzus are still puppies and are taken away from their mother. When this happens, they start to see you as their new parent, which in fact you are. This process is called imprinting,